Okay, Coach, historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set, 10 Lobo, now!
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On second down, a run with Lindsay. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Throwing his lock on third down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Mike 51, Mike 51. So it's 50. Hey, you block over here.
Throwing on second down. Rodgers, man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 at enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Got a man, that's Allison. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And some room to roam now. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Rodgers now on first down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
45, Mike, 45. That QB's trash. Let's go. Back north.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Hey, Charlie.
On third down, Locke. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that?
Touchdown, Packers! Equanimeous St. Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
On the ball.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. On 2nd and 9, Locke. Dancing to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. 3rd down here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. To throw on third down. Lock. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So you wonder what's going on in that head right about now. That's 2 missed field goals for him now, and this one should have been no problem.
For an NFL kicker, you're thinking 97, 98% from this distance, and this one somehow fails to go through. And that's 3 points you just absolutely have to count on getting.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers going to throw. Complete. This is Lewis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that's complete to Adams. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And that's complete to Lewis. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, 88. Hey, Foxtrot.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But
the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers throwing again. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Locke. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he spins through. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Think he's got some unfinished business after taking that all the way down to the 1?
There's no doubt in his mind that he has unfinished business. How upset would he be, even though he won't show it, if the play call comes in, quarterback, keeper, bootleg, maybe someone else carrying the football? He's done the heavy lifting. Let him take it across the goal line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
They didn't get the push they needed. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. Locked now on 3rd and goal. They'll find Lindsey here. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 77 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
X3, 218, chop.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Throwing is Rodgers. Space to maneuver at the 40. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 23 yards the pickup there.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Rodgers. He's got it to Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, let's get there. Switch. 750. Hey, you block over here. Flip and get it.
Rodgers now to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. The Packers go for it. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey. The 20. There he goes left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsey, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Packers 14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Mike Purcell breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career, and he's going to need another one right now. And now here's a deep shot that's complete, and they finally get him down at the other 46. A big play there, Rodgers to Adams, and even 40 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. It's caught by Funchess. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a 1-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Preston Smith there on the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
First down, Broncos.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Lindsey. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsey, 33 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you say 3 rushing touchdowns, and of course throw it to him where he's caught one as well.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Got you, boy. I got you, boy. Get 300. Get 300.
Here's Rodgers. Going to throw again. It's caught here by Adams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Broncos, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hate cause I on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be